In this video, I'm going to talk about how to put the most amount of muscle in 1 year. As you know, guys, when you start training for example, hypertrophy, and you are a beginner, that is when your body will respond very quickly and very acutely to your training. You will put easily lots of muscle because it's your first years of training, and thus this is the moment to maximize muscle growth. So I have a list of things that you can do for maximizing muscle growth. Let's start with the first one. You should focus on compound movements. Compound movements are amazing for building muscle, especially pull-ups, squats, chin-ups, dips, and push-ups as well. As you can see, for example, from a lot of calisthenics guys, they build an insane amount of muscle starting just with calisthenics. So at the beginning, for the first month, let's say you can exclusively train with compound movements such as pull-ups, dips, chin-ups, push-ups, squats. And then, guys, after 1 month of training, you can progressively introduce some isolation movements, some bicep curls, tricep extension, leg extension, shoulder movements like lateral raises. So start with compound movements and then move after 1 month to isolation movements. Second, guys, focus on slow and controlled movements. The eccentric part is very important, guys. You can focus on a 3-to-1 tempo. So let's say you're doing a bicep curl. You are here, you count until you go full stretch down, 3 seconds, and then quick up. Another technique, guys, is also to stop when you are at the bottom of the movement. Let's say you're doing bench press, okay? You are in this position, you are pushing. Then, while you go down slow, you stop here for a few seconds. You will feel a lot of stretch. For example, with dumbbells, you're doing dumbbell presses. And then, back fast. Slow, you stop here for a few seconds, and you repeat the movement. This is very important, guys, because when you do the movement this way, you will cause even more damage to the muscle, and thus you will maximize the technique and also probably cause more muscle growth. Next point, guys, is you should focus on movements that do not cause any harm to your joints. There is some possibility that you get injured through your journey. There were moments during my fitness journey where I had problem with my joints. For example, I was doing lots of tricep movements with heavy weights, and as a consequence, I had to stop for a while. For example, for a week, I could not train triceps. As a consequence, guys, focus on exercise that lower the risk of injury. This is the most important thing. You should not be injured if you want to maximize your muscle gains. Focus on this, guys. Focus on the exercises that cause less harm to your joints. Next, guys. So this is more about nutrition. In order to build muscle, in my opinion, you can actually build muscle while eating and maintenance. In fact, for a lot of time, I actually ate in maintenance, and while also in a cut, I actually gained muscle. But when I started bulking, I saw a dramatic difference. Okay, so let's say you are at 15 or more percent body fat. There is no need to bulk, in my opinion. You can just build muscle while eating a maintenance and focusing a lot on the stimulus in the gym. But if you're very skinny, you are, for example, 8 to 10%, then maybe gaining some, for a bulk and possibly gaining some body fat is actually good because it will help you with the performance. Okay, so focus on eating, for example, 300 to 500 calories over maintenance. Okay, but you choose. You can actually go, for example, on a bulk even if you are 12 to 13 body fat. I'm talking if you are quite higher on the body fat percentage scale, but you have still a good physique, then you should not. There is no need actually to bulk more. You can actually eat and maintenance and still focus a lot on stimulus and still gain muscle over the year of training. Next, guys, you should train, in my opinion, between 3 and 6 times a week. You choose your program. You can do full training, you can do push-pull legs, you choose. But the important thing is this: if you train 6 days a week, you should not spend 2+ hours in the gym because this will impair your recovery. On the opposite side, if you train 3 times a week or 4, you can spend actually more time focusing in the gym. So you choose which program fits your schedule better, and you decide. I actually prefer a 5 or 6 day split, but it's up to you. Okay. Next, guys, there is no need to go to complete failure. Okay, you can actually build muscle while going, for example, 2 or 3 reps shy of failure. But sometimes, in my opinion, you should also go to failure. Okay, at the beginning, when you're a beginner, you can actually gain muscle much easier. But as you progress, as time goes on, you need to train harder. You should go to failure more often. Okay, but you can actually build muscle even with 2 or 3 reps shy of failure. Next, guys, with cardio, you should be cautious. In fact, I do not advise to do it, for example, too often. Okay, in my opinion, you should walk every day. Aim at least at 10,000 or more steps a day. But why I do not advise is doing long runs. For example, running 1 or 2 hours every day. This is going to be a bit of a problem for your muscle, because if you want to maximize muscle growth, then cardio is going to impair a bit your gains if you overdo it. So what I recommend is doing HIIT 3 times a week. You can do sprinting, you can do whatever you want, 10 to 20 minutes, and then you can walk every day. For example, I actually go a lot on a bike, but while I ride the bike, I'm not focusing on going 100% every day, because it's gonna be very exhausting for my muscle then to recover. So walk every day, or also do light activity cardio. But the best cardio, in my opinion, is actually HIIT. But if you do HIIT, do not do it every day, because it's gonna be quite hard for your body to recover. And also, if you do a lot of activity, be sure to eat a lot. Okay? Count your calories. In my opinion, this is very important. You should count calories at the beginning, at least. Next, guys, eat foods that will maximize your hormones, and in particular, testosterone. For example, you can eat eggs, meat, fruit as your carb source, and you can supplement with creatine and also with other supplements that maybe are shown to increase testosterone levels. Finally, guys, sleep is the most important thing. If you want to grow, you have to sleep, guys. 7 hours at least. Some people need more. Some people need 8 to 9 hours. But you know what fits you, but you should sleep, guys. Do not go out every night and then expect to grow muscle like this. Because if you go out, for example, every night, then you sleep 5 hours, and then you go and train the next day, you will feel exhausted. This is not good for muscle growth. And you will also spike your cortisol a lot. And cortisol quite impairs muscle growth. So, guys, try to limit your stress. If you have chronic stress, try to find a solution to limit your stress, and also sleep well, because also if you sleep well, you feel better the next day, and this will allow for a better workout. And the last thing to do is actually to train when you go in the gym. Do between 3 and 5 sets per exercise. There is no need to do 6, 7, 8 sets per exercise. And for each muscle group, you can actually do 3 exercises at most. In my opinion, this is the best thing to do. Over these years, I experimented for myself, and I came out with this list, which, in my opinion, are the best things to do in order to maximize your muscle gains in 1 year. So I will leave in the comments a free gym split training. If you want, you can download it. I will also leave a link if you're interested in working with me. So, guys, thanks for watching.